go to facebook.com/TrentonTrentoff. Did Restream do... Ooh! I think Facebook is live. Ooh, fuck YouTube. YouTube sucks. Alright. I think that is everything that we need. Oh, it's live on Facebook. Oh, I didn't even know that was such a thing. Because why would you? That's kind of dumb. I do not have my chat up, but that's okay. We've got it up on another app. Oh, if you want to see your name in the big lights, you know what to do. You could be world famous after all my test messages that I sent previously. Alright, the mic is actually blocking my face, which is not what we want. But the main reason that we're here tonight, and I've been thinking about this all day. I've been thinking about this whole stream, what this is going to be. Mainly because... Oh, thank you. Thank you, Michael. Welcome. I'm, you know, the green screen in the back. And with all this other shit going on. But this is the meat and potatoes for today. Is I have set up a... God, alright, good. That's not on that. I'm gonna be... I've got... I think it's 14 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, sorry. I have got 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54 different musicals that I had to find logos for, which, by the way, took me forever to get all these logos for. I've got the different tiers that are here, which are would see / play every day for the rest of my life. We got nearly top tier, never not bad. Has some bops, but could be improved. Not the worst, but wouldn't see it twice. And please, never again. These are the tiers for today. So we're going to be ranking. We're going to be assigning all these musicals different tiers. And these are ones that I believe I have enough knowledge about to determine where they should be placed. I believe that I know that my opinion on them is not going to change. Some of these I will not have seen in person because, you know, half of these shows come from away unless you've been to Melbourne. You know, I will admit, actually, a lot of these I have seen now I think about it. Lord, there's not many I haven't. Title of show, that rarely gets done, you know, that sort of thing. Some of these I have done. And not just seen, I have performed in them. Well, I mean, performing, you know, in the band is a bit of a stretch. But my opinion is still just as valid, because screw you if it doesn't, if you think it doesn't. So, yeah, what we're going to be doing is this is going to be tricky. This is going to be really hard to decide where each of these are going to be placed. We'll get some background music going just so we can dig what's going on. So just some chill lo-fi stuff. Yeah, that's good. That's some good stuff. And yeah, so what are we going to start off with? The first one that's there, we have Addams Family. I feel like every high school has to do a version of Addams Family. It is the law. And if you do not, you will be prosecuted as such. We've also got this second tab here, which is our track list. So what songs are in each musical, because sometimes I forget. So Addams Family. So what's the version? So the version that you get is not the tour version, because I don't know what half these songs are. Pulled. Where's the Wednesday version of Pulled? Because I feel like that's done by in every audition. Oh, it is Addams Family a bad time? Does this bring up bad memories? Because I will admit, this was my high school's best show, but that's because they paid way more in this show than they did for anything else. So of course it was going to end up being good. When you're in Adams, a classic, great opening number, introducing all the characters, introducing the vibe, great, love it. The 2 things and 3 things, the Gomez bits. The problem with Adams Family, and it's either a problem or a good thing depending on the cast. Oh, you had backing tracks. Oh, you poor dude. My God, I feel your pain. I understand it now. That's gonna be rough. You need a Gomez. If you've got a Gomez, great, sweet. Show's gonna be good. Because all the rest of it, and a good Wednesday is probably pretty important as well. But I think a Gomez for the story arc of the whole, Wednesday's growing up and then happy, sad in the second act. So you need to have a good Gomez. If not, it's going to be a dry show. So where are we going to place Adam's Family? I'm thinking middle of the road. I'm thinking has some bops but could be improved. I have a super soft spot for Happy Sad. That song messes me up on a good day. So I can't talk bad things about it because it's such a hits you in where it's important. So I'm thinking has some bops but could be improved. Yep, I'm solid on that. I think we'll keep it there. So let's jump to what have we got next? Avenue Q. Avenue Q. Okay. Out of context, out of Brisbane arts context, and that's not a specific theatre, that's just the Brisbane art scene in general. Avenue Q, I think would be really good. Does Avenue Q get done a little too much? Potentially. It's got the sort of South Park humor thing going for it. I'm just going to brighten the light a little. Oh, look at that professional production quality. Hello, welcome to the stream. That's a tricky one, Avenue Q. Because Avenue Q, it does have some bops. And admittedly, I haven't seen a production of it. I've only listened to it. It was done in Brisbane sort of before I was part of the scene, when I started actually checking it out, that sort of thing. So I actually just realized Annie was meant to be next, but we're going to do Avenue Q first. I'm thinking Avenue Q. I'm thinking middle of the road as well. I mean, honestly, all right, we'll bring up the track list, actually. We'll bring up the track list just to sort of see what we've got. Avenue Q, that should be the musical. And we got musical numbers. What do you do with the BA in English? Everyone's a little bit racist. See, these two are... You hear them all the time, get a good laugh, cannot complain. However, is it enough to carry it to it's a bop? See, now I realize why I don't really listen to Pa Schadenfreude. That's a tricky one, Avenue Q. I think it just gets enough to there. I realize I'm super judgmental, so I don't know how many of these shows are going to be sort of top of the line, but we'll see. It is a bit done over. Yeah, I would have to agree. That's definitely it brings down a few points. Next time we have Annie. I have a connection to Annie. First time I conducted an orchestra was Annie. So Annie, at the end of the day, Annie is a show with a bunch of kids in it, which for families, great. And if you haven't listened to Easy Street, you're missing out on a bop. That is a solid 10 out of 10 bop, Easy Street. When you have a really good brass section. which I did. So that was very fun. However, the songs that are super popular from it are Tomorrow, It's a Hard Knock Life, maybe the song at the start. So it's almost like all the other songs are probably potentially better. So it's a tricky spot. It's a tricky spot to say the least. I'm going to. Where can Annie fit? That's going to make sense. I need to introduce a second tier just here because that's where Annie would sort of sit. But I'm committed to going with the 5 that I've chosen. Oh, that's tricky. Easy Street is enough for me to hold it there. Just. But you're on the skinny of the teeth. Really is. It's really just holding in there. How can I have this sitting on top? I should know what I'm doing by now. But of course I do. Always on top, that's what we want. Alright. Hopefully you're still here in the stream, Michael, because we have Be More Chill. I would be interested to hear your opinions on this, because I guarantee you no one's watching this. Let's bring up the cast list. Sorry, not the cast list, the track list. I don't really need the track list if I'm going to be straight up honest, but well, okay, who's really searching for the novel? Let's look at the musical numbers. Never seen Annie, just not my thing. I do not blame you. It's a family show. We know that. That's definitely for sure. But here we go. Have they done the... Oh, they did the... Wait, what is that? Okay, interesting. They've done the weird thing where they've included all the orchestra-only tracks. Why? They're not... That's not a musical number. That is a solid 15 seconds of music that gets played before the show. More Than Survive. Great introduction of the characters. It's only Jeremy that sings. Oh, and Michael with his little reggae thing. I'm not sure how to feel about a musical that only introduces its sort of main character. Yeah, here. So what? That's a quarter of the way into the show. And you know who I'm talking about. That is the script. It's a teenagery show. It's very teenagery. It's very Heathers-esque. Mean Girls, from what I know. Mean Girls isn't in this because I have not listened it to enough to make a judgment on it. It has some bops. Pitiful Children, I think, is underrated. This order is, I'm pretty sure, incorrect. Okay, the order of the band song of Pitiful Children was reversed. Interesting. That would have been a pretty... Okay, so if it was like this... Oh, I'm okay with that, actually. BMC is a fun show. Pretty surface level stuff, but has some bops. I think you put it better than I could have. The insane following that it has online, I don't know if that's justified. But to be fair, I don't think Heather's level following is justified either. So they're... It's like they're trying to be sort of Legally Blonde in the level of how sort of much that is trying to be sort of that huge... Alright, that's just the feeling I get. So, Be More Chill. I'm not even sure how you could improve it though. That's the thing. It's fun for what it is, and I don't think that you necessarily need to read super into it. So I'm gonna give Be More Chill a solid. Has some bops. All right, we can't just keep putting shows there. Otherwise, we're gonna have that category be huge and the rest of it not be. Okay, Big Fish Big Fish. Let's bring up the track list because admittedly I do need a bit of a reminder. Big Fish, it isn't a show that I listen to probably as much as I should. It brought up the movie. That makes sense. Let's bring up the musical. I do need the musical numbers as a little reminder. The production of Be More Chill that I saw was super wholesome, super lovely. So I'm gonna, plot summary, that's way too long. I'm not gonna read that. I don't even think I need a track list to remember that Big Fish is one of the top two, just straight up. I think it's, the characters in it, if I remember correctly, are super nice. A Kelsey Grammer version sounds like an amazing thing. So I'm thinking, realistically, I probably shouldn't rate this because I don't know if I have enough of a knowledge to really rate it. I did not watch the movie, so that makes it difficult to judge that. I'm putting it in nearly top tier, never not bad. That is subject to change. That could probably go up or down, just straight up. Next we have Bonnie and Clyde, a show that, so this is going to be tricky for me. Bonnie and Clyde musical, because if you just search Bonnie and Clyde, that's not going to bring up the right thing. So Frank Wildhorn. So critically, this show, the production history needs to be mentioned, because as we can see, the success of the ticket sales was slow, and producers announced on December 16th that the show would close on December 30th. Only 36 regular performances, so that's about a month and a bit. Not long. Let's have a look at the. Oh, when was the Australian? Do they say when the first Australian show was? It was a Swedish premiere earlier this year. I love seeing that because it's almost always that just some production is just like, yay, we're the first one to do it over here. There's probably a reason you're the first one to do it, but yay, we're the first one to do it. And then we're going to put this on here with no, like, it doesn't say who it is. Let's just turn the music down a tiny bit. So, again, this as a keys player was super fun. There is, I think it's from When I Drive through to Raise a Little Hell. It's a solid, just good time right there. To the point where I sort of forget / don't watch what's happening on stage. So, you know, the problem is, in Act 2, these songs struggle. Like a lot of momentum with some great bops in the first act, that's for sure. Second act, however, yeah. And one thing that I do want to note is that this is never a review / talking of a specific production. This is of the show itself. So how it's written, the numbers in it, never sort of anyone's interpretation, that sort of thing. It's always just, this is the show itself on paper. This is what you get. That's what we're rating here. So, oh, good. The Swedish production, we can see the cast. Why? The problem is that's such a solid first 5, or solid first act, to say the least. Hi. Oh, I will. And You Love Who You Love is just a stupidly over the top power duet ballad. I'm gonna have to put it, if there was a category that said has a lot of bops but could be improved, that's where it would fit. Not much in the music I would change. Of the book / the writing itself, yeah. Book of Mormon. I don't know what needs to be said. There's a reason why the show came to Brisbane twice. For those who, for some reason, need a a number list. No, we're not looking at the actual Book of Mormon. We're looking at the... There's a movie called The Book of Mormon? Oh my god, is this a film adaptation of The Book of Mormon? Oh, wow. Did anyone know this was a thing? I didn't know this was a thing. Oh, this is a 17% on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh boy. That's not gonna be good. Alright, let's jump to the musical. That's a lot of information there. Let's go musical numbers. Oh, it even shows the instrumentation. Thank you very much for that. I mean, it's all good. Like, turn it off. Man Up is a solid Les Mis-esque finale, Act 1 ending. To the point where you could definitely tell, no, not the light, not again. Oh, the light's died. No. Let's get some more light going. Hopefully that shouldn't actually make too much of a difference. Okay, that's close enough to fixing. That's fine. That actually looks somewhat natural. Okay. All-American Prophet. Yeah, this is all good. Making things up again. No, maybe not as great. Spooky Mormon Hell Dream is a classic. Just comedic. I mean, the fact that the book, the actual Mormon church, put a... I believe, yeah, has advertised in the playbills at many of the musicals venues to encourage attendees to learn more about the Book of Mormon, with phrases like, you've seen the play, now read the book, and the book is always better. It's top 2, has to be top 2. Has to be top 2. Do we have our first would see / play every day for the rest of my life? We might. This is tricky. This is super tricky. I did see it twice. And I think I would have seen it the third time. I think what Book of Mormon has going for it is because it's still only professional productions. That there hasn't been, like, that would be tricky to do amateur-wise. You need 2 really good male leads. People of color to play the rest of the sort of the chorus or the ensemble. So I think based off what we've seen, based off I've only seen it good, I guess it would be hard to do bad, but it deserves its place. Boy from Oz. It's a shame that a certain MD that I know is not watching, because that would be super fun to see. Does this have any viewers? Anyone checking this out? I guess not. This is an interesting one. Is that working? All right, cool. That's working. They're lucky they had Hugh Jackman, the Boy from Oz, just straight up. We'll view the. I subbed in for a few shows of this. So I do have a bit of first-hand experience. Man, do you need a super charismatic Peter Allen? Otherwise, yeah, it's gonna be tricky. Let's see. Oh my god. Okay. The New York Times panned the show, calling it an indisputably bogus show, but praised Jackman's performance. It's a bit harsh. I wasn't going to go that far, but the musical recouped its investment of $8.25 million. Well, that's good. So, has it always been Todd McKinney? Oh, I know who that is. That's a day before I was born. Let's have a look here. When I get my name in lights, best that you can do. I still call Australia home. I go to Rio. I honestly loved you. Bi-coastal. She loves to hear the music. Quiet please, there's a lady on stage. this is a jukebox musical. Like, I'm aware I'm not fully familiar with the music of Peter Allen, but I'm still not. Yeah, this is struggling. It gets that spot there if you have a super charismatic Peter Allen. Otherwise, I was tempted. I was tempted. Here we go. One of the most controversial musicals in our time. Cats. If you don't have an opinion about it, I don't know how. You go one way or you go the other. There's no in between, essentially, with Cats. This is really going to show my true test. I didn't even know the acts had titles. Never seen that. Here's the musical numbers. Cool. You either know these numbers or you don't, with the exception of memory, of course. Yes, we have to talk about the movie, because the movie did come out last year. It's been about a year or so since the movie. I think with the movie, they were not aware that the musical does not make sense for a movie, and still continue to make the movie. As a musical, I think it's fun. I do think it is almost like an LSD sort of trip, where there's a bunch of cats sort of all running about the stage and you're going, what is going on? And I think that's the appeal to it, just straight up. Is that if you've got problems going on in your life and you need something to just absolutely clear or wipe your mind, Cats. It's funny that the synopsis is so long. It can be tricky to know what the heck is going on in it. I will admit that. However, these are bops. These are straight up bops. Some of these are a real good time. Rum Tum Tugger, a Tim Curry sort of performance is required for that, if you get it right. Oh, is it nice? Is it good? Bear, what are you chewing on? Bear is our dog who is just messing things up, to say the least. What else have we got? Old Gumby Cat, Mungo Jerry, and Rumpelteazer, which for some weird reason was completely redone for the Broadway version. So when I watched the movie, I was just like, what the heck is this? Because the Broadway version was the only one I was familiar with. I'm going to be honest, straight up, some of these I'm struggling to remember how they go. Gus the Theater Cat is just super nice. It's just a really nice number. Skimbleshanks the Railway Cat, purely a dance number. Just straight up. Macavity the Mystery Cat. Let's not talk about how Macavity was done dirty in the movie. Straight up. So, I'm not like the super biggest like Cats is yes, because it does have its flaws. And you don't need to be a genius to see how flawed that it is. But for what it is, it's a fun time. Just straight up. It's a good time. I just realized the amount of light is really changing based on which tab that I'm in. But never mind. I mean, that's the definition of has some bops but could be improved. I do like the musical. And if it's... I'd say this has an asterisk at Cats does. I think it depends. If the music's real good, It, as in like the way that they've been trained, all the harmonies are good, the band's tight. It goes up into this tier straight up. Makes a huge difference in a dance show, but it really does. You wouldn't think so. That's gonna raise some eyebrows straight up. I see that Chicago is the next one. I'm actually gonna move it out of the way because now I think about it, I don't know how well versed I am in Chicago enough to give it a rating. So we're jumping to Cinderella instead. So with Cinderella, I am not aware. I know they did a rewrite in like 2015? 2013. That's when it was. With a new book. Yeah, you know, yada, 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 yada. Hey, won a Tony Award for costume design. With Laura Osnes as Cinderella, that would be pretty good. I'm only aware of this, yeah, the more 60s version. That's the one I've done. 1965? Yes, that's what it would be. It's Rodgers and Hammerstein. How well Rodgers and Hammerstein sort of... How well it holds its age today? That could be questioned. This one has an asterisk as well, because this has its own Wikipedia page. So, how does this have its own Wikipedia page? It's the same. Doesn't seem to know quite what it wants to be. Interesting. I think, or I'm gonna have to put it there. Again, this isn't based on any particular production. This is based on my knowledge of it, of the score, of the scenes, etc., 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 how it's written, that sort of thing. So there's no particular production that I am talking expletive about. This is just what I know. This is what I deem it to be. You are free to argue with me. If you comment, you'll see your message appear on stream. But that is essentially where I'm leaving it, methinks. So let's just see how... Alright, what have we got next? We've got, I think that's Come From Away. This is a good show. This is straight up a good show. This is a heartwarming. Let's bring up the number. Come From Away. So it's based off. So after 9/11, all these planes had to land at a really small airport in Canada, in I think Newfoundland is where it is. And this is a musical about that. Yeah. So here's the musical numbers. So most of these are very either ensemble numbers or they're, you know, like sort of talkative numbers, for lack of a better term. They're not really sort of solo stand and sings, except for Me in the Sky, which is a beautiful song sung by, yeah, so Beverly Bass, who was, I think, so she was the first female captain of an American Airlines commercial plane, and she was one that had to divert to the town. And so she was one of the people whose stories were told. I haven't had the chance to see this. It was in Melbourne, in Australia, but then COVID happened, and then, yeah, good luck trying to do anything then. I'm gonna have to put it... That's only because I'm not qualified enough to determine whether it deserves a spot there. That's the only reason why. What have we got now? We got curtains. It's been a while since I've had a look at curtains, so let's bring up our track list. Is that gonna do? Nope. For some reason, I thought it would bring up the musical, but nope, it brought up a Wikipedia page just about curtains themselves. If you want to learn about curtains, here you go. What do you mean? Just find that. Where is our song list? Oh boy. These titles aren't enough. Oh, I missed the music. I remember I missed the music. So this is a musical about putting on a musical, if I remember correctly. Yep, new music called Robin Hood. And then they actually put on a different sort of show. So this is going off my, not necessarily my analytical brain, but my brain of when I watched this production of this, and then immediately knew it's a really nice show. It's a really good show. So I'm going to put it in, yeah, I'm going to put it there. Not sort of acquainted enough to really push it into the top tier, but I think it deserves a spot there. Oh God, Dear Evan Hansen. There's a lot of people who are going to be angry. I've tried Dear Evan Hansen. Ben Platt was amazing in it. I credit where credit's due. I haven't seen a particular production of it because no one in Australia has. It was only in New York. I think it started touring, but I don't like the character. And the musical's named after him. This gives me the same sort of vibe as that sort of teenagery, Be More Chill, Heathers-esque sort of popularity. So, I mean, waving through a window, it's overdone at this point. It just is. Like, yes, the vocal performance in it is incredible. I've heard a lot of people try and do that. Keyword being try. Requiem I like. Just has a nice vibe to it. Just like the harmonies in it. Yeah, a lot of these I know, and I still don't. I just don't like the character, and I don't like it enough to put it any higher, unfortunately. That could... it's going to raise some feathers. Ooh, let's hope this doesn't go viral. Let's bring up the next one. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, based on the movie with Steve Martin. And I believe Michael Caine? Yes, Michael Caine's the other one. Michael Caine's teaching Steve Martin how to be the scammer. Musical numbers. Give them what they want. Great Big Stuff is still on my playlist. I listen to that every now and then. It's got a sweet bass line. Super funny. Super funny. Different style of comedy, surprisingly. I guess the style in the movie is a lot more dry than it is in the musical. Musical is very much not nearly as sort of dry, that sort of thing. This is tricky. I think I'm gonna... I haven't seen more than one production of it. Doesn't get done. Probably doesn't get done nearly as much as it honestly should. If you've got two funny comedic male leads, then it's good. It's good. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it there. I don't think you would change too much about it. It can be tricky to pull off. Alright, that leads us next to Dogfight. And so I think this is going to get a better review just straight off the bat than Dear Evan Hansen did, which is funny because that, I believe, both were the same people. Let me just double check. Pasek and Paul. I'm just opening them another tab because I do believe they are the Dear Evan Hansen people. They are the Dear Evan Hansen people. Dogfight has it going for it this small orchestra. The piano, bass, cello, violin, drums, and guitar, which is nice. It's very Jason Robert Brown-esque in last 5 years or Song for a New World. It's nice. It's never super loud and bombastic, like super over the top, but it does sort of the mellow vibe really nicely, which is good because it was set in 1967, so which makes sense. You know, that sort of music wasn't really a thing. The super over the top loud sort of vibe. This needs to be like looked at. Why does the 2015 European Amateur Premiere appear, like their cast appear here? As long as you have some sort of knowledge of Wikipedia, it seems you can just put your stuff there. I'm a fan of Dogfight. That you know, some people may disagree. I am a fan. This is mine. I get to do whatever the hell I want. Deal with it. I just saw the next one is Falsettos. Now, this is probably the show that I want to see a production of the most. Of all the ones here, I'm just having a look now. I think it might be that or Parade. I think I'm going to lean towards Falsettos the most. I think this show is... If you haven't seen this, the 2016 Broadway revival with Christian Ball and Andrew Rannells, it's super easy to find. It's on YouTube. Like, it shouldn't be, but it is. And their professional version is on YouTube. Stephanie J. Block is great in it as well. Try and find that. It's such a good version. I keep coming back to it. As a musician, any Finn musical is always super fun to play, especially as a pianist, as a piano player. So, Thrill of First Love as a duet, I think for like cabarets and stuff like that, that could get done more. I'm Breaking Down as a solo song. Watch that PBS version. Stephanie J. Block in the last, like, hits the last note, which is a fairly decent belt with like half a banana in her mouth. It's impressive. That's top tier, without a shadow of a doubt. Would see play every day for the rest of my life. Most of the time I do. Like, I'm not far off doing that anyway. I've watched it more than 3 times. Oh, I've only known it in the time that we have dated. That's what I mean. So, yeah. Next show, Fame. This musical sucks. Just straight up. This is... Oh my god, why are there so many versions of it? Actually, most of these are just talent competitions. The problem is I think the movie's actually pretty good, but it's so different to the rest of it. Oh lord. Pray, Hard Work, 10-minute opening number that just goes on and on and on. Can't Keep It Down. No. There She Goes / Fame. Yes. This is a one song show. They're lucky their one song is good. Like, super good. The rest of this, it's a struggle, man. Why don't... Oh, I guess they do the reprise because, spoiler alert, Carmen dies of a drug overdose, I'm pretty sure. Is that correct? Did I get that right? Shlomo reveals through monologue that Carmen has died of a drug overdose. I never thought that knowledge would come in handy. As you can also see, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, these three I'm pretty sure are all linked in together. Plus the teachers. There's like 50 people in the show, and half of them have a song. So you have like 5 or 6 plot lines happening all at the same time. So you barely get to invest in the characters. Yeah, this show sucks. Please never again. I'd never heard of a good production of Fame. I think that's all that needs to be said. They grabbed the movie, they took what they could from it, and just tried to sort of, hey, let's make some money. So, actually, let's have a look at what are the songs in. Yeah, see, the songs are different except for, the song Fame, which is, good. Grease. All right, this is a very similar scenario that we're in. Let's have a look at I would say the musical's, I think, better than the movie, even though they're super similar. Which came first? Oh, the musical came before. Okay, the musical came before the movie. Today I learned something. Interesting. Somehow it had the longest run in Broadway history at the time. This is aged super poorly. Grease. It's got fun numbers. Well, look at the what's probably the most standard. Okay, this is the version that you get. Grease Lightning. Nah, it's fun. Summer Nights. Again, yeah, I guess. For lack of a better term, yeah. The summer nights. Some of these are just dumb. Oh, wait, was not. Oh, you're the one. Oh, you don't get. You're the one that I want. Oh, wow. So they incorporate, right. Interesting. I have heard that you can put them in. It just doesn't come with it. Grease is going to have to go in the. Yeah, that's where it needs to go. All right, Hadestown. If you do notice that my taste does skew, I guess, more recent, that's because it does, just straight up. Cast recording or just the musical? Do you have a musical Wikipedia page? Let's just go back a few levels. Oh my god, what are you doing? Hadestown is a musical. All right, I must have missed that. Let's have a look. Hadestown is interesting because not many of these songs stand alone. They're very much. You sort of got to listen to it all in one go to really get the, I guess, get the gist of it, to sort of really, I guess, get the context. Wait for Me makes sense outside of that one holds up, where you can just listen, you can chuck that in the playlist, you got everything that you need really. So I mean, half of these segue from one to the next. Actually, I should be looking at the Broadway version. From what I've seen, and especially the set that they had on the Broadway version, have one of the two. I don't know. I don't think you could improve it. That's the problem. It's super good. Would see/play every day for the rest of my life, or nearly top tier, never not bad. This is tricky. This is super tricky. I think for me, the fact that I've held the same opinion for a really long time is enough for me to determine that it does go into that top tier. Which brings us now to Hairspray, which I think is a little underrated. I think could be done a bit more if you've got the cast/people to do it, which is potentially not the case. Let's have a look at... oh god, okay. Yes. Fun fact, Wikipedia. You don't need another page describing a musical's cast album, because it's the musical. You don't need another page to tell me that they made a recording about the musical. Just put it on the page about the musical. Alright? Thank you. Thank you for listening to my rant. Let's have a look at the musical numbers. Good morning, Baltimore. Nicest kids in town. I can hear the bells. It takes two. You can't stop the beat. This second act isn't super great. This is like hit, 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 hit. This second act is a bit of a struggle. Straight up. A lot of these have Wikipedia pages. Not entirely sure why. I think I'm pretty solid of putting it here in the nearly top tier, never not bad. Feel like it doesn't get done as much as perhaps it should. In Australia, there's probably a good reason for that. And here we go. To the capital H. The big old hammy hamster. See, even just typing in... ooh, interesting. Just typing in the word Hamilton wasn't enough to bring it up, but that's probably a good thing. Holy moly. Is this Wikipedia page really long? Let's have a look at our City 2021. Casting has been announced. Thank you very much. Where is... okay, wow. Let's not go through the awards because that's going to take a really long time. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot here. There's a lot of words in Hamilton. I think this primarily depends on what your general opinion of rap is. Not saying that it's like the biggest sort of this is what rap has to be. It just sort of is what it is. It's top two. The Hamilton wave did get me. The tracks are really good. The rapping's really good. The Disney Plus recorded version, it was recorded really well. I like the cinematic sort of approach they took with it in certain points while still keeping the live sort of theater version of it. This is tough. This is tough. Would I get sick of Hamilton if it was in the top? I think I'm gonna put Hamilton... oh, I don't know. This is tricky. I need to make a decision though. Would I... it's too good. It is too good. There's a reason why it's super big and super popular. Heathers. Our third show or so, which is one of the teenagery pipe shows thingy. Or it's super big on the internet. Ooh, what are the Australian productions?
Okay, I don't know who any of those people are. Where is our... Do we have a track list? Alright, here's a track list. Okay. Dead Girl Walking. Big Fun, which is your stereotypical, we're having a party song. Party, party, party. Woo! Candy Store. Beautiful. The classic, introduce all the characters while moaning how bad my life is. Kindergarten Boyfriend. Dead Girl Walking. I'm not sure. I think it's going to top out around has some bops but could be improved. And to be fair, it does have some bops. Even Freeze Your Brain is a fun time. Some of the keys in this are just nightmarish. I'm thinking, yeah, middle of the road. That's where it's going to sit. All right, Into the Woods. The first appearance of Stephen Sondheim, not the last. Is this going to pop up with a musical version? Please do. Yes, it does. That's good to see. Musical numbers. This show's really long. Yeah, this is tricky. I know things now. A very nice Prince. Giants in the Sky, which is a classic. Still love Giants in the Sky. I've done a production of this. Agony, super funny, super comedic. Like its placement. It's there for a reason. It's really good for that. On the Steps of the Palace. Oh, thank you, bot, for telling me that I can become famous one of these days, you know. Moments in the Woods. No One Is Alone. And then this really long finale. I'm thinking Middle of the Road again. It's really long. I think it could be condensed a little. But the problem is that it's sung through, which makes it really tricky to condense it. It's really hard to make cuts in a show that is sung through. Because you sort of need to jump musical parts. I'm going to put it in the middle. It has some bops but could be improved. Alright. Next one. Jesus Christ Superstar. You thought I was just yelling, but I was not. Musical numbers. Actually, what are the shows that we've talked about so far? This is probably the most rock show that we talked about so far. I think it is. Grease is pretty close, but yeah. JCS is... You need a rock band for this one. Heaven on Their Minds. This Jesus Must Die, which is a definition of a bop. King Herod song. I love a character that comes on for one song and then that's it. Great writing. Dude does not appear in the first act in the slightest. It only rocks up halfway through act 2. Which is why have we got the casting? Yeah, cool. Here the King Herods. Alice Cooper. Chris Moyles, who is a radio host. In Australia, it was Andrew O'Keefe, who I think actually can sing like pretty legitimately, and he was pretty good. So you can also see the instrumentation there, how it requires a fair amount of... Okay, that's a terrible way of saying that. What do you mean by 5 pianos? I'm checking that list later. I Don't Know How to Love Him. The actual song Superstar itself. I have a special spot for Jesus Christ Superstar. It was one of the first musicals that I ever got into. It's in there. Where though is the real question. Has some bops that could be improved. Nearly top tier, never not bad. See, that's the problem, is that you can... You can do JCS badly. Like, that is definitely possible. I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put it there, but again with an asterisk. Ooh. Jekyll and Hyde. Where is this one going to go? Where is this one going to go? Let's have a look for the musical. Stage, the 1997 musical production. You want to know what the big issue with Jekyll and Hyde is? Look at that. Look at the revivals, the touring, all the different versions. The first professional production in Australia was a concert version in 2019. Wait, is that version? Why wouldn't you? Okay, that's a bit strange. Where's the... that's the David Hasselhoff version. Fun fact, if you have not seen that, definitely worth checking out. Yes, this is... Addison and... So David speaks to the audience once again. Past events with Jekyll. Addison begins to feel he's not able... That is not how Act 2 begins. Act 2 begins with Murder, Murder. I know that. Here are the musical numbers. This is from the original... production. So Jekyll's Plea, that's also known as Board of Governors, and his reasons. Okay, that's weird. Take Me As I Am. This Is the Moment, which is fun. Very much a standard sing belt. Alive. Sympathy, Tenderness. Yada yada yada. It's confrontation. That's what the show is. You go through all of this. Yeah, in his eyes, yeah, it's a fun duet. Confrontation. Like, you have Jekyll and Hyde. It's the same dude. He has to play both roles. You cannot do otherwise. So, where does that leave it? I think it's in the bop category, but I think this is there solely on the strength of confrontation. Oh no, my camera battery's starting to flash. How many have we got left? We still got a few left. Right, let's smash through these. Jersey Boys. I remember when I went into watching Jersey Boys, and I thought, it's a jukebox musical. It's don't think of Jersey Boys like that. The actual story of Frankie Valli, of Bob Gaudio, of everything else is enough. It's a story in itself, and then it's weaved the actual songs into it really nicely. And what a surprise! These are really good songs. When I went to see it, there was a bunch of people. It almost felt like they were watching Frankie Valli reincarnated from the dead, which was a strange experience because I was thinking, that isn't Frankie Valli, right? Also, I don't think Frankie Valli's dead, so that joke doesn't really make sense, does it? At least I'm pretty sure he's not. Let me just double check that, because I don't think that joke makes any sense. Frankie Valli. Yeah, Frankie Valli is still alive. Well, Frankie Valli's voice has been reincarnated, shall we say. This is fun. I'm going to put it nearly top tier, never not bad. That's only just because it is a jukebox musical, and you're always going to lose a bit of the storytelling through the song. But for a jukebox musical, it's probably top tier. In fact, if this was only jukebox musicals, yeah, absolutely be at the top. La Cage aux Folles, which the movie, I believe it's called The Birdcage. It's based on. Let me just charge the other camera battery so that way I can still stream, because that would be nice. Alright, we got a yellow light. That's what we want. We want the musical. It turns out it was adapted from a play, which would make sense because it was called Le Cage aux Folles. Never mind my butchering of the language there. I remember the I Am What I Am song was a huge statement song of the 1980s. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. We Are What We Are, With You on My Arm, Song on the Sand, which is really just a nice, pretty song. The Le Cage aux Folles scene, whether in the club, super nice. Look Over There is the song that I keep coming back to in my big list of scores, and I keep playing it because it's just super nice. I know there's probably better words for it, but it is just super nice. I think it kind of deserves this top tier. Then that might be a bit of a surprise, but I think this is a show that needs to be known more about. So I'm gonna give it the top tier. Last 5 years, okay, we're getting some really good shows now. And of course, everyone has a different opinion on the last 5 years. Let's bring up the cast album. Really, what a concept. The general two narratives, basically on opposite ends, and they converge in the middle and then go their separate ways. Beautiful theme, the way it's executed. It's not just done for the sake of it being done. It's there for a reason. Not many shows could do that. And admittedly, it needs to be done well. So if you're not aware of if you're not aware of that concept going in, it can be a little tricky to go, wait, what's going on? So you need to do it well to a point where people can pick up, oh, right, this is what's going on. No, it does not. So the song list here, it's all good. It's a hell of a show to play. It's super tricky. First JRB show that we've run into. We've got 2 more to go, I'm pretty sure. It's top tier. I play this at any rehearsal and people start singing. And there's a reason people start singing, pretty much. God damn, we are running into some really good shows here. I suspect that these categories are going to start to fill up. Legally Blonde. I've at least played in 3 different productions. I think 2 I've played in as like a main player, and then a 3rd I've subbed in on. You could argue that it gets overdone, and you would probably be correct. This is a show that I'm still yet to hit my limit of. And a lot of these other shows, if I'd been exposed to as much as I have been with Legally Blonde, would have hit that limit a long time ago. Oh my god, you guys, sets the tone. You know, introduces characters, blah, 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 but you get that bubbly tone. And to be fair, for 2004, 2007, that's close enough. This was sort of the first sort of one of those like bubbly musicals, very in the same vein as Hairspray. But Blood in the Water stands out as a weird song, really, compared to the rest of it, though, straight up. But yeah, this is all good. Positive is a fun time. Whipped into Shape and then Bend and Snap. It's super fun. The actual song Legally Blonde is like really like heartbreaking. Yeah, like multiple times. So you know, it's a like beautiful number just sort of on its own. I think because of the general tone of the production leading to that point, it doesn't really hit that hard because it's almost like when you see a sad scene in a comedic movie, you're like, you're not really that sad. I reckon if you took this and recontextualized it, it'd be really sad, that Legally Blonde song. Would I see or play for it every day for the rest of my life? I think I'd have to. It's that good. It really is just that good. We have Les Miserables. This is a show you might not have heard of. Les Miserables. I think I'm pronouncing that correct. I'm never quite sure. Yeah, it's like this French musical. There's a bunch of bread and other stuff going on in it. Do you see how many numbers are here? This is what holds Les Mis back. This is why it's not going to get top tier. This is too long. You get to Red and Black and Do You Hear the People Sing? And you're like, cool, we finished Act 1. Hell yeah. Except you've got another like 15 minutes of music before you actually get to it. I mean, there's so much iconic stuff in here. The confrontation, oh, so good. And then, so you have the confrontation, like this is the show of themes. You've got the Valjean arrested, Valjean forgiven, the which comes back as the main melody of Empty Chairs and Empty Tables, stuff like that. Javert's suicide, spoiler alert, starts and is pretty much the same as Confrontation. So it's just in a different key and then comes back to the same key. It's super long though. The production that I'm most aware of, we had to cut bits, speed a lot of it up, and that still was super long, and it was really quick. Like the tempos that were taken were pretty fast. So yeah, we're gonna have to, we'll put it in nearly top tier, never not bad. We're not gonna put it in the top tier because I did the production of it and it drains when you do it day in, day out. So that's where I'm leaving that. Which leaves us next to Mamma Mia. Here we go again. I'm surprised that this is a jukebox musical where the plot of the show doesn't line up with the songs that are being played, as in the plot is basically completely separated from the music. I like that. I like that they tried, and I think that they did pretty well. Plot itself is pretty unique. It's cleverly done. Some of the music is sort of like jammed in a little, but I don't blame that for a jukebox because you sort of have to. And they went hard on going ABBA hits. There's not really much else that is missing. Take a Chance on Me, Does Your Mother Know, Mamma Mia, Dancing Queen, Super Trooper, Voulez-Vous, Gimme 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 and Voulez-Vous. The musical version is like sweet. It is got energy, it is punchy, it is a good time. They make a good point that Donna hums a few lines of Fernando, so the song didn't make it. Probably because I think they didn't want it to be too on the nose, because you would have to call a character Fernando for that to work. But that is okay. It is a top tier jukebox musical, which does mean it has to go into there. It's super fun though. As a playing in the band for it is just such a good time as well. Miss Saigon. We should have had Les Mis and Miss Saigon together. Doesn't get talked about as much as it maybe should. Again, this is hard to do because you need a sort of particular, I guess, ensemble that's required for it. Heat is on Saigon. Oh, just knocked the mic. Why don't I? Heat is on Saigon. Last Night of the World. This is the hour. Bui Doi. God damn, is Bui Doi good? That's the song that is still on my playlist. What else have we got now that I've seen her? The American Dream with the Engineer. The Engineer's great comedic role. I think it's better than Les Mis. I don't think it is good enough to hold the... To sort of jump into that next tier. It has the same sort of pace. It's just really long. It's better pace than Les Mis, but it's going to go in that tier. Next to Normal. I was obsessed with this show. And for good reason, might I add. This is a hard show to watch. Really. This is pretty brutal. Let me just check the stream has been on correctly. That's good. That's what we want. We'll go with the Broadway. I mean, that's pretty similar anyway. You've got a set of about 4 or 5 songs in a row. This He's Not Here, which leads into You Don't Know. Bit of a break, then no, sorry, it's You Don't Know, I Am the One, Superboy and the Invisible Girl, and I'm Alive. That 15-20 minutes of music playing is potentially my most favorite 15-20 minutes in all of sort of musical theater. Just that song after song, they're fun songs. They're fun music wise, performance wise, no, because it's a really depressing show. Just the groove, just the way it's written. It's tricky to do because it's pretty damn depressing. It's top tier though. When we finished our run, I just wanted to keep on playing and just keep on doing it over and over and over. Oklahoma. That's just going to bring me to state, isn't it? Yes, it is. I don't know why I didn't think it wouldn't. I did not know the theme song was Oklahoma's official song. The musical. 1943. Wow. By far the oldest production. Does it have a picture of this? Yeah, because that 2019 Broadway revival was pretty interesting. Where's our number list? Where's our musical numbers? Oh, what a beautiful morning. I can't say no. Okay, just straight up, that needs to be pointed out. This show, it was written in 1943. Some parts of it don't age super well. Some parts of it age better than you would expect, surprisingly, which is why productions can still sort of be done without it being too out of the this is for a different time sort of thing. Poor Judd is Dead is one of the Judd Fry bits is one of the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen. It's just, you wouldn't, it's so out of place that I'm kind of into it. It's long. There's like 2 10-minute scenes at the end. You get to hear and you're like, oh, we're nearly done. And then you realize, oh god, no, we're not. I'm gonna have to put it in there because it is so aged and so outdated. For its time though, revolutionary to say the least. So that's Oklahoma. We're up to Parade, the second of our Jason Robert Brown musicals. Parade's real good. Parade is real good. The music is very Les Mis-esque, but it's not spoken. It's not sung through. It has scenes and all that stuff. Old Red Hills of Home. One of the most interesting first opening numbers, but I think the way they've done it, you couldn't have done it any other way. That opening number doesn't introduce any characters. It introduces the setting, which in itself is probably arguably one of the main characters of the show, in a sense. Because, like, you need to read up about the story probably first to really get, and the show does it well, where you get a sense of what it was like at the time. So, it's tricky, hard to do, so, but it's that good. It deserves a spot up there. Well, I'm gonna leave Phantom for the end, and I'll see if I come back to it. Just because, again, I don't know if I'm probably well versed enough in Phantom. I don't want to make any judgments that I probably shouldn't. Okay, Rock of Ages. There's a British silent film called Rock of Ages. What the hell is this? An Irish model converts an artist to religion, and that's it. Good plot summary. That's sometimes all you need. 2006 Rock Jukebox musical. That's what we're looking for. Jukebox musical. Again, this one is fitting the songs into a plot, sort of jamming them into plot. That's plot, and this is songs, and we're just sort of. This is tricky because these songs are really good. And I love this mashup of I Hate Myself for Loving You and Hear the Moment. Hear the Moment is one of the most underrated songs of all time, straight up. 2 Journey songs, which, yes, more Journey the better. Bit of Bon Jovi, 2 Foreigner songs. Very 80s. It's a 4 or 5 piece band, I think. 2 guitars, keys, bass, and drums. Yeah, 5. Yeah, because it's a jukebox musical, I am gonna take it down a notch. Because you're giving yourself an advantage by using songs that are already well known. So I do have to take some points off it for that reason. Which brings us to Rocky Horror Picture Show, which in this day and age sits in a weird sort of spot, because the musical version is almost never done. Can I get the musical Wikipedia page up? Alright, thank you. Because of the movie. So the movie is what's sort of holding it back as a musical, in a sense. Oh no, the camera died. The camera is empty. Yes, I know the camera is empty. Let's just check on the be right back. Beautiful, we're back. I forgot one little other thing. Nope, that's the wrong button. Hey, that's better. We're talking Rocky Horror. That's what we're talking. I really hope I haven't been missing messages in the chat, but I have not. That's good. That's what we want. We are an attentive streamer. What are these notifications that keep coming through? Oh, that's good. So we are looking at Rocky Horror. That's what we're looking at. So you don't see it get done as a musical all that much. That's what I've noticed, which makes sense because yeah, the movie makes it hard to get the rights. I have seen a musical version. Yeah, no, I have seen a musical version of it. I think it gets a solid. Yeah, I think that's where it deserves. Nearly top tier, never not bad. The second act isn't great. That's my true and honest opinion. It struggles the second act. Because it's just, yeah, just the songs in it. It gets to a point where I'm like, oh, okay, let's keep going. Evan Rachel Wood? What? I didn't know that. Alright, next show, Secret Garden. Ooh, underrated. That's the first word that comes to mind. Not done enough as well. Which is weird because you can have kids in it, so it will sell to families really well. It's got Tony creds. I'm pretty sure it won 2. Nominated for more. How many did it win? 3 Emmy. 3 Tony Awards. Musical numbers. A Girl in the Valley. It's almost like it's written almost operatic in a sense. Race You to the Top of the Morning. If they ever cut that, I'm gonna cut someone. This dual hit of Where in the World leading into How Could I Ever Know is absolutely depressing and heartbreaking. So yeah, the musical definitely adds some more context to the adults. I'd argue the show's about the adults. Archibald should be the one. Archie should be the one that's top billed. It's underrated, should be done more, and I would bucket list musical. That's for sure. Ooh, that leaves us to, I think we're almost down to single digits. Songs for a New World. This does get done a lot, mostly by sort of like universities. I seem to notice they do it a lot. It is technically a song cycle. There is no running plot line through it. The songs are all separated. It's a small band, piano, bass, drums, keyboards, percussion / drums. What was this? Wait, what's this production? The digital production was filmed entirely in isolation with contemporary news footage interwoven with the musical numbers. Ooh, I'm gonna check that out. Ensemble made up of third-year students. Yeah, pretty normal. Only four parts in this. Man 1, man 2, woman 1, woman 2. It's super good. Where's my... this is my musical. The songs in it. Stars in the Moon. I can play it off by heart, and there's a reason for that. King of the World has a bullshit intro, but then after that it's really fun as well. Steam Train. I'd Give It All For You. The duet. Super lovely. Super pretty. I think it's also going to get, top bill. I mean, I play it nearly every day. Or whenever I'm at a piano. It's just the first thing that comes to mind. Spelling Bee. The 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. Did I spell that right? Oh, I got everything right. Beautiful. Our second William Finn musical. I'm Not That Smart. Magic Foot. Super funny, and it's got like this specific childlike sort of thing to it. As well, the crowd interaction is great. You get people up on stage, they try and spell. You either give them super easy words or super ridiculously difficult words. It's a good time. And then that leads you to the I Love You song, which in a really fun, upbeat musical hits you so hard in the guts that it is ridiculous. What else do we have? Woe Is Me. Prayer of the Comfort Counselor. So I think it's a small-ish, yeah, it's a small-ish sort of cast that is required. Super funny. Was overplayed a bit in Brisbane, so we're not probably going to see it for a few years. Would like to see it come back a little. Super fun to play the music for. I think it's going to get second tier. It's probably the closest out of all of these to making top tier. Actually, I don't know. That's tricky, man. The I Love You song, it hits. It really does. Spreak Awakening is next. Let's have a look. Are you going to bring up the play? No, don't bring up the play. Wow, the play is like 120 years old. 130. Musical numbers. Yeah, this is probably one of the first of those sort of like internet popular, but it wasn't internet popular because this was like 2005 or 6, I think. 2006. I have, maybe it's just a particular style. It's almost like sometimes like a Green Day sort of rock style. I tried to get into it. Mama Who Bore Me is a bop, straight up. And for that reason, I'm going to put it in the has some bops but could be improved. All right, Sweeney Todd. Sweeney. Do. Our second contribution from Stephen Sondheim. I don't believe it's last because I think West Side Story is here. Yeah, West Side Story is there. No place like London. Does the weird Shakespeare thing where it like talks about what the show is before the show starts. Yeah, what have we got here? Joanna, Greenfinch and Linnet Bird, Barbara and his wife. It's good. I'm gonna put it there. It's close. It is super close, but I can't justify it to be right in the top. Okay. What have we got next? Tarzan. This might seem a bit of a one out of left field. But I've the production of Tarzan, which I subbed in for. I didn't actually watch it, but these musical numbers, if you're rating it based just on the music, it's really good. Because it's all Phil Collins songs. And the best bit about the movie is that he sings the songs, which no other Disney movie does this, I need to point out. No other Disney movie has the composers singing the songs. They have the characters singing the songs. So in the musical, they have the characters singing the songs. Two Worlds, it's a jam. You'll Be in My Heart, it's a jam. Son of Man, total jam. The musical itself is the definition of has some bops but could be improved. So that's where we're going to put it. The Little Mermaid. One of the most quintessentially Disney movies and quintessentially Disney musicals as part of that. The franchise, we want the musical, which opened in 2007. It took 20 years for them to make it into a musical. The musical numbers. Fathoms Below, Part of Your World, She's in Love, Her Voice, Under the Sea, Poor Unfortunate Souls, Le Poisson, Kiss the Girl. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm gonna put it there. It's hard to stage because you need to do the whole like mermaid, watery sort of thing. So how do you make a sort of swim? Good luck. But it's good. The producers, based off the classic Mel Brooks movie. And then the musical was in 2001. It took 30 years. Interesting. King of Broadway, We Can Do It, classic. Keep It Gay, pretty fun. Springtime for Hitler, which is just this show, I'm pretty sure it has like the Tony Awards record, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. So Hamilton got 11, this got 12. This one basically everything. Three of the actors got nominated for Best Featured Actor, which there's a reason for that. I think it's second tier. Personally, I think I lean towards more serious ones from what I can see. But the comedic ones are just as good. Sometimes you just want a fun night. We've got title of show. This one might not be as sort of popular, as well known, considering it's literally called title of show. This is a musical about the musical itself. Yeah, that's pretty much the best way of describing it. So it's written by the two characters in the show itself. So it's almost like them just expressing. In fact, the first line is like an A-A-A-A-D, and they're singing the notes. Worth a listen. It's fun. It's light. It's just a piano, pretty sure. So I'm going to put it in that second tier as well. Not much would change. It makes jokes about musicals. It goes through all sorts of different things. So definitely worth checking out. All right, Waitress. Waitress, the show that was meant to come to Australia this year. We don't want to learn about Waitress. We want the musical based off the 2007 movie. I don't know if it talks about. That never happened, did it? Let's look at the track listing. What's inside? Opening up. When he sees me, it only takes a taste, which is a great duet. A legitimate duet, like both characters are really needed for that. Never Ever Getting Rid of Me is a fun comedic one. Bad Idea. You Matter to Me. I think it started to not become one, but it definitely used to be a one-song show. With She Used to Be Mine. I forgot to mention about Be More Chill, is that sometimes Be More Chill feels like a one-song show. She Used to Be Mine used to be the only thing that you would ever know about Waitress. I feel like that's not the case anymore. That might have been just because I've sort of gone a bit more of a deep dive into it. This show got screwed over by Hamilton. I think it still won a Tony, but a year earlier or a year later, it probably would have won a lot of Tonys. So I'm thinking, the nearly top tier, never not bad. It's always a fun listen. West Side Story, a classic. You got the clicks, get the clicks going. I'm not typing in the right spot. West Side Story. It's Romeo and Juliet, straight up. It's done well enough to the point where sometimes you forget it's Romeo and Juliet. Let's look at our musical numbers. Something's Coming, Maria, Tonight, Cool. These are really good songs. These aren't just songs. These are really good songs, or really good numbers, I should say. G, Officer Kropke. Somewhere, I Feel Pretty. It's pretty top tier. it's good old Lenny. It's Lenny Bernstein. So I think I have to put it top tier. It's not one I honestly listen to all that much, and maybe that's just because I haven't found a album that sort of screams yes to me. But the music almost on itself is just too good to say no to. Wicked. I really backloaded this. I really put more into the end than I did the beginning. Maybe just if you want a really good show, sign up with a W. From what I could tell, that's the way to go. Wicked. What happened before Dorothy dropped in? No One Wants a Wicked. The Wizard and I. What is this feeling? Dancing Through Life. Popular. God damn, could people stop doing Popular at your auditions, please? Thank you. Defying Gravity. God damn, could people stop doing Defying Gravity at your auditions? Thank you. No Good Deed. For Good. Great duets. Really heartwarming. That sort of thing. As long as your mind is a jam, it's a good time. Thank goodness is in like 5/8 most of the time, so it's tricky as hell to follow along with. Anyway. Wicked was huge. There's a reason it was huge. It is super good, and I did see it twice. But I think it's just... I listened to a lot of it. Maybe it's just a years... Sort of over the years, it started to diminish for me. But... That's where we are. Xanadu. So... Soft spot for Xanadu, because this was the first show that I ever music directed. And it was... Our production of it, we understood, okay, why is this in the Wikipedia page? A Korean production has opened. I would have assumed that. It is a jukebox musical. It is the Electric Light Orchestra songs, so they're not really originals. I'm Alive, Magic, Evil Woman, Strange Magic, All Over the World. I like a song where the lead character counts 1, 2, 3, 4 as our intro. Like, come on, more people need to do that. Don't Walk Away has one of the sweetest a cappella bits ever in musical theatre. Second act, oh boy, not great. We'll be honest, until you hit Xanadu at the end, and then the audience forgets what the previous hour and a half was, and they're just like, yeah, this song is awesome. If you do it, you need to be self-aware. You cannot point out that this show, you cannot take it seriously for a second. That's my one recommendation. The last one on the list, because I won't do the last three, is Young Frankenstein, which is the second of the Mel Brooks sort of musicals that we have for today. Again, based off a movie, I believe. Yeah, 1974. Ooh, I only know Gene Hackman in that list. Let's look at the musical, which was... When did that come out? 2007. 484 performances. That's about a couple of months, I think. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the numbers. Give us some numbers. What's the version that you get? I'm just having a look to see what's the version that I've seen. He's Loose, Listen to Your Heart, Surprise, Please Send Me Someone, Deep Love, Hang the Doctor. They're pretty much the same. It's the same show. This is super funny. This is a really enjoyable show. Good old Frankenstein. Ooh, I'll have to keep an eye out on that. Hey, I am not too bad. Honestly, can't say I know much about musicals. This is what I do. I do a lot of musical stuff. So, as you can see, I've just spent the last, oh my god, hour and 45 just sorting all these into different tiers. So, it's a heck of a time. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for checking out. Now that you're here, don't let me forget. I'm doing it now. I was signed up to do last week's Fall Guys competition, but then I had some stuff going on. But then I'm like, no, I'll do next week's. So I'm signing up now. Where is it? Rules, prize, schedule. I'll figure it out. That's no problem. Yes, this is a lot of musicals. So I will sign up for that Fall Guys competition. Keep an eye out. Because I need more reason to play some video games. Young Frankenstein, it's gonna hit there. Yeah, no worries at all. I was just about to reply to your DM. Sorry I didn't get back to you earlier. Oh, that's no problem. That's no problem in the slightest. It was cool to see. Oh, no, more than happy to. When I saw it, I was just like, oh, sweet. Fall Guys, prizes. You know, dude, it just works. I mean, when I saw that Hungry Jacks was doing free PS5s, I'm like, Hungry Jacks, PS5? They go together. And then I gorged a little too much at Hungry Jacks, but let's not speak of that again. So yeah, let me just. Oh, actually, that's for last week's. I see now. If we go, yeah. So I am not doing the last 3 because that's way too many. I'm still waiting on Hungry Jacks to give me the email that I won that PS5. Because there's no way I didn't. There were 50 that they had to give out. And you had to fill in a weird form. And I did it 3 times. I had a lot of Hungry Jacks. Hungry Jacks is really good. Can I get sponsored by Hungry Jacks? Alright. I have read and agreed to all the rules. Beautiful. Oh, Trent off. Signing up. Discord username is Trent off. That makes that one easy. We're gonna represent Australia. Oh god. But yeah, when I checked out like the Twitter account and the whole concept behind the Magnificent Nerds, I'm just like, oh, that's really cool. So yeah, it was super awesome to see that that sort of thing existed in Australia. But I've DM'd you a link to this week's tourney if you're still keen. I've already entered. You're too slow. I think. Did I enter? Yeah, I entered. Pretty sure I did. Yeah, cool. Oh, beautiful. And we won't have an XQC moment. Because, wow, what an idiot. That, like, come on, man. It's not that hard to not be an idiot, and yet XQC still was. But yeah, I mean, when I saw that he got banned, I thought that was totally a DMCA thing, and then I realized, oh no, it's because he was literally stream sniping on stream. Like, come on, man. It's not that difficult. But you know, here we are, and he still did it. But yeah, that's possibly my favorite thing. So there's our completed tier list. Oh my god, I didn't realize how tiring that was going to be to sort all these different musicals together. We've got some unexpected ones. I think Lacage being up the top, it's a bit of a surprise. Thanks Streamlabs bot for just doing the dirty work. We didn't put these 3 in, and I also thought I hated more musicals, but that's probably a good thing. If you want to get more eyes on your streams, we've got a community streams channel in our Discord where you can post your streams whenever you go live. If you're like, ooh, I'll have to check that out. I'm still getting the hang of Discord, admittedly. So, like, I'm starting to realize that it's like its whole own social media. Yeah, I'm just checking it out. There's the community chat, the community streams. Ooh, interesting. But yeah, no, appreciate the reach out. The reach out, yeah, sure. That's words. That makes sense. But
But yeah, I am super keen to flex those Fall Guys muscles. I even had a stream where I practiced for it and then realized that I couldn't make Sunday, so I was a little bit sad about that. Don't worry, Discord can be pretty confusing at first, but it's good fun once you get the hang of it. Yeah, it's just because there's so many like things to it. Like I see all these people's Discords and they're like got all these different channels and all these things set up, and mine is just like, hey, I can talk to people here. Yay. And I even said that wrong, so that shows how bad the Discord is. But yeah. So that's a lot of musicals. This is going to be fun to edit. My God. Yeah, it's like 100 group chats in one. That's probably the best way of putting it now I think about it. It's just that this is everything all at the same time. Sort through it. But one of these days I'll get the hang of it. Ooh, YY is playing Mario Kart tonight. So yeah. So I figured, a lot of people are just like playing games on Twitch, so I figured I should do something different. This was my version of something different. Somehow I'll edit this into some form of viewable YouTube content as well. Except I just realized the chat's been on top of the categories this whole time. Whatever. We'll figure it out. But yeah, wow. I need to rest my eyes. And that is a fancy way of going to sleep. Are you going to unfade away? Oh, ignore that Restream.io. Cough, cough. I mean, to be fair, I'm not affiliate, so I can stream wherever I want. Yeah, I don't know. Typical that you're doing something different on top of just games. Yeah, that's what I figured. There's a bunch of people playing Fall Guys. Tuesday night was pretty fun. I went on to sporkle.com and just basically did a bunch of quizzes there, which is pretty fun. Stuff like, God, some of these quizzes are bad, man. Some of these are pretty just not good. Rotating states. What does this mean? Can you quickly identify the US states in red? Oh boy. I see Washington, Texas, there's Pennsylvania. I think that's Alabama. Is that Maine? Oh God, New Hampshire. No! Why does my camera keep dying? Alright, we're just gonna do a cheeky switch back to, oh, cough, cough. Technical difficulties, cough, cough. If we just change back to this webcam, does this work? No! Yeah, the Sporkle thing is wild. That's saying the least, really, right there, if I'm going to be honest. So there's a lot of weird quizzes, to say the least. Oh, pop out camera, battery. See, I barely have any idea what I'm doing here. I mean, I'm totally professional streams only. That's what we're here for. I mean, we got a green screen. Come on, the green screen shows that we're professional. Let's go back to that. That's the wrong button. It's that one. All right. Beautiful. So yeah, Sporkle is wild. Sporkle is one hell of a time, to say the least. Oh, I didn't get all the other ones. Do they have more rotating? Oh, they have. Oh, what's spinning Earth? So you can spend a stream just doing this, and I have done this. Oh boy. All right, so Canada. It's Vietnam. Madagascar. I think I saw Afghanistan. Oh, it was Pakistan then. I think it's Yemen. Yep. I think that's Ecuador. I think, is that Ukraine? All right, it is. Oh boy, Oh, I'm missing 3. How am I missing 3? It's like Ethiopia or something. Venezuela, Algeria, and Angola. Oh boy, I feel like I'm gonna get a headache if I keep doing these, but this is fun. Japan, I think I saw Bhutan, that was Nepal then. Australia, thank you for giving me an easy one. I saw France, Saudi Arabia. Sporkle loves its, hell yeah for Australia, hell yeah for representation. Ethiopia, no, it's not Ethiopia, it's always the African countries that get me. I can't, would you just pause for a second? It's not too much. Is that Jamaica? Oh, then I'm not gonna get the West Indies one. Is that really not Ethiopia? Ethiopia. Nope. Bolivia, Colombia, Cuba, Mali, and Tanzania. Yeah, so because there's also like gaming ones as well. So this is really gonna show. For each question, pick the one option that is incorrect. Hasbro. Oh, damn it. It's not good stuff. Genesis. Sega Saturn, Sega Genesis, Sega Jaguar, Sega Dreamcast. Oh, that's bad. I should know this. It's gonna be Jaguar, doesn't it? Alright, good. Video game consoles released before 1980. Pong. I think it's the Magnum. Damn it. Tile-based games. Mahjong, yes. Scrabble, yes. Boggle, yes. What? Oh, boy. Oh, I don't know. League of Legends. Oh. Generation 1 Pokemon. Metapod? Really? Pichu isn't... Okay, this is bad. On the NES. It's either 2 or 3. Damn it. Alright, I'm giving up. Nope. I don't want to make myself look as bad as I already have. Which came first? All right, let's look at the say Nintendo. Chubby video game characters. I saw another streamer doing this. This is yeah, so that's Ryu. This is I don't know. I thought I was hungry, but then seeing this, I'm not entirely sure I am. That's Chun-Li. And Chun-Li is description. That's correct. Fox. Ooh, I know my Street Fighter, but that one's not coming to me. Mario. It's one hell of a time. Sonic. Oh, that should be Sonic. Link. Jesus, Link. You're not gonna see that Link in Smash. I'll say that. Oh my god. That burger's like the size of Toad's head. So yeah, I mean, okay, I don't know what that is. That should be Donkey Kong. That's ice. No. I can't get this one wrong. That's Sub-Zero. That's it. Ooh. I was thinking like ice, baby. I'm not gonna get these other ones. I know that for sure. Oh, Ken, of course. The other one was Dalsum. I don't know what that's. What is that from? Oh, Street Fighter again. Of course. Are there any more? Ooh, chubby pop culture characters. Damn it. Sugar Pie? I don't, I'm more proud of the fact that I don't know what that actually is. It's Jason. I feel like I know that one. So yeah, Sporkle is a... Surprise more people don't stream it, because there's just a lot of... You can flash your gaming knowledge, your television knowledge, all sorts of stuff. What's speed gaming? Okay. Porn? A knife. 54. Ouija. Operation. 9. You sunk my battleship. Is that not it? Oh, carrier? Yes. Spade. Red. Barrel. Z? You inspired me to try playing Sporkle. Oh, there's a multiplayer thing. There's a few multiplayer options. So there's this bingo where you basically have to answer questions as quickly as possible, and the people you're playing against, they have to do it as well. Yeah, and so basically you just share this link, and then you can just play like Sporkle bingo against each other. It's a heck of a time. I'm calling it here. You're gonna see Sporkle as like the next opening Pokemon cards on stream. Don't want to be an influencer. Secretly, definitely do. But you know, I'm just calling it how I see it. This is gonna be the next wave. This is gonna be the next generation. So yeah, so I think you can set up like trivia events as well. So if they've got like a chat thing, maybe like even for big streamers, you can set up like a chat game. So everyone with the link can then just like play it. So you got Showdown. I don't even know what that is. I'm assuming that's just a 1v1. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can find someone who's also playing. Okay, there's a bunch of people playing. Can you name the missing name of these movie titles? Oh, we're ready. All right, here's a 1v1. Polly, Robin, what? Oh, he's just really fast typing. Stuart. Kate. No. Scott. George. Sean. John. Evan. What? Okay, that dude is really good. I am not versing him again. Lord. It took me a solid second to realize that, oh, it's the first one to get it. So I'm blaming that on... Alright, wait, what do we have to... Can you name the things that are golden? Arches. Apple. Retriever. Ticket. Hawk? Is that not a hawk? I don't know what half of these are. Goblet? Earth? Oh, Golden Delicious. He's cheating. He has to be cheating. He's stream sniping. Okay, I don't know. That's a problem. That's a waddle. What? Flower. Okay, dude, you can have it. I tried. You can have it, my dude. I don't know golden things. I'm a platinum kind of man. Yeah, so Sporkle. Just this is where it's gonna be. This is the new marbles on stream. I can pick the trends. Oh shit, can you name the words in Macbeth's soliloquy? To be... Wait, which one is it? Is it a... My name... Hi, my name is who? My name is what? My name is Chicka Slim Shady? No? Damn it, I was really confident about that. What is... Can you name the words in Macbeth's soliloquy in Act 5, Scene 5? I can't even remember what this. Time. What? Who? Where? I feel like Shakespeare asks a lot of questions. Question mark. Damn it. It has death in it, doesn't it? What did you just say? Okay, no, it's not the copy pasta. All right, dude, you can have it. Tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day. Damn it. All right. I didn't realize it was going down. Also, to type it out like that is just ridiculous. I guarantee you there's people who've been on Sporkle for years and years and years. So that's who we're running into right now, potentially. It's like there's people on those speed typing websites who, if you try and verse them, they're like typing at 180 words per minute or something like that. Oh, it's the same person. Okay. Short-lived TV shows. Oh, I've got no chance here. I don't know any of these. Oh, this is ridiculous. I feel like those are bots. Surely it's inhuman to type so fast. I mean, these are people who just spend most of their life on one website. Do you know any, like, really short-lived... They're only short shows, like shows that barely exist.
I don't know this one.
Any of these shows, do you know what they are?
I know Kath and Kim.
Wait, is Kath and Kim on there?
Yeah.
What?
Life as We Know It. I know that one.
Okay. Okay, I'll find Kath and Kim. We'll go the shows that we know.
Kath and Kim had a lot of episodes.
About to say, Kath and Kim is not a short-lived show. Ah,
Oh, they did a US
the US version. There was a US version of Kath and Kim?
Why?
Fuck the quiz. I need to discover this. US.
I feel like that only works in Australia.
This would suck. This would be like trying to do an American version of Auntie Donna. Like that wouldn't work. Yeah, it's died a few times already. Oh, it was set in the United States. Pamela Anderson was in an episode though, to be fair. What is this? Oh, I mean, yeah, dude. I feel like all these people are cheating. Yeah, why is a really good question. This is a really quintessentially Australian show that only makes sense in the Australian context. We're gonna do an American version of it. like,
Yeah.
like,
And I feel like only the people who made Kath and Kim could do.
I mean, I think they signed on. Mikey Day is. Oh wow, sup? He was, yeah, about to say he was on SNL. What is this? What have we learned today? I'm learning a lot of things today. What's Live 5? Grab bag. Let's just go for it. Let's just try it out. We're gonna play the grab bag. Who's the first African copy? Damn it. Johnson Johnson? Yes. All right. Cool. Watch artist released a double live album that became the best-selling album in the United States. Feels, damn it. Anyways, I've got to go eat dinner, but thanks for the stream, Trent, and this was really fun. That's no problem at all. I'll see you on Sporkle, because Sporkle is where that's the true battlefield now. And I'll definitely do that. Catch you next time. No problem at all. I'll be on Sunday. I'll be ready for some Fall Guys. I'll be ready to take on the competition. I think that's a good point for me. That's a good. I might call it there. We had a good time in. We did some tier listing. Had some Sporkle fun. Sporkle's always a good time. And yeah, I guess I'll be back on Sunday to play some Fall Guys. Maybe win some stuff. Who knows? So let's just jump back to our just chatting. Yeah. See you back then on Sunday. I have no one to raid with, so there's almost no point. But anyway, this is fun. And